More nursing homes across the state are at risk of shutting down after Cripple Creek Care Center closed its doors earlier this week. KRDO News Channel 13's Riley Carroll explains the challenges senior care centers are facing right now.
It's a crisis Colorado is facing, with 12 nursing homes in the state shuttering their doors since 2019. Here's a look at the city where those closures have happened, including 2 right here in Colorado Springs. The Colorado Healthcare Association says this week's closure could be indicative of a larger issue. After 47 years, the Cripple Creek Care Center closed this week, forcing more than 34 residents out of their homes and leaving more than 40 staff members without jobs. The residents are rehomed throughout the state, but they'll miss the bonds they had in Cripple Creek.
Those relationships, those close-knit relationships, won't have an opportunity to be replicated with those staff members in other facilities or for the residents, either one, just due to the time that they probably don't have. So, yeah, it's a sad thing.
We have a legitimate staffing crisis in long-term care.
President and CEO of the Colorado Healthcare Association, Doug Farmer, says this is a bigger problem, in part due to low occupancy in the homes.
When occupancy gets too low, it becomes impossible for a care center to stay open. If they have a low number of residents, then they have relatively less money to be able to pay staff. And if they can't bring in staff, then they can't staff up to bring in more residents.
So the vicious cycle continues.
We're still more than 20 nursing homes in particular in Colorado that are below 50% occupied. I am concerned for all of those care centers that sit below 50%.
Though the problem is not exclusive to rural areas like Cripple Creek, they do feel it more. Farmer says the answer to this problem lies in much-needed state funding for things like expanding nursing school programs, scholarships for future nurses, and child care.
It's desperate right now, but it's only getting worse by the week.
That desperate situation leading to the desperate outcome Cripple Creek Care Center saw. More elderly people in Colorado could be at risk of losing their homes too, even losing their families.
We're pretty much those residents' family members and vice versa. They're our family members too. There were a lot of tears for sure.
In Colorado Springs, Riley Carroll, KRDO News Channel 13.